Hey readers, I know you've been working on your research, right? And let's take a look. This is a big question because sometimes researchers use a big question that they're going to think about. This is a big question I've been thinking about. How do um, animals live in their homes or their habitats? Okay, how do some kind of animals live in their habitats? And so sometimes there's a lot of information about where animals live. And so one way that you can kind of figure out where the information is to try to find what's called vocabulary. Vocabulary is teaching words. They're words that are very, very much about the thing you're reading about. Okay, that's called vocabulary. And when we think about vocabulary, um, we want to be able to find the word and then jot it, think about it, write about it. Do that with me. Jot it, think about it, write about it. One more time. Jot it, think about it, write about it. Okay, let's do that. All right, so we're going to think about some animal homes or habitats. And so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take a look inside this book that has all sorts of things about where animals live. It's called Animals at Home. Okay, so it's filled with habitats. So here we go. I'm going to read about a beaver. Okay, see, there he is. He's cute, right? So it says, beavers build their homes by weaving sticks together with their feet. With their feet! I guess beavers have better feet than we do. Their large homes are called lodges. Now that sounds like a vocabulary word. We don't use that word all the time. And it's telling me that their home is called a lodge. Okay? It says the beavers get in and out of their lodge through an underwater entrance. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? So I guess by going in through an underwater entrance, it's their way of staying safe. No one above the water can really see them. Okay. So let's take a look at this. Take a look at this. Here's a picture of the lodge. And here's a picture of a beaver in its lodge up close. See that? It's made of lots of sticks. And I guess it would be because that's what a beaver has around it to build. And it looks like there's some rocks in there and some twigs. I guess that makes sense because that's what a beaver would have. A beaver's not going to use bricks, right? A beaver has sticks right there. So let's do this. So remember I said the first thing we're going to do is jot about it? Let's jot about it. Here we go. So jotting means I'm going to try and write the word, right? So the word was lodge. Lodge. And part of jotting is making a sketch. So it's writing a word, but it's also making a sketch. So I'm going to take a look at this picture again. I'm kind of taking a picture of it with my mind. And it's okay for me to look while I'm sketching. So I've got lots of little sticks. I'm going to draw the background too. It's in the water. And it kind of goes under the water too. Right? Because it goes under the water. Here, I can tell. And I know the words told me that it goes inside through an underwater entrance. Right? So I'm going to kind of sketch that in there too. Okay. So now that was the first step. I'm going to jot about it. Now I'm going to think about it. I'm going to study my jotting and my sketching, and I'm going to think about what it teaches me about what I just sketched and what I just jotted. Ready? Here we go. Let's think about it. So this lodge is really, really made of sticks. And I was thinking, well, that makes sense because that's what a beaver has. And a beaver probably uses its feet like and can kind of lunch it all together, right? And this entrance, the beaver can go inside its lodge under the water. It's probably safer. So the lodge is helping it to survive. What else? I'm going to really push my brain now to try and think more stuff about the lodge. The lodge looks like it's probably warm inside because it probably gets cold on the water at night or in the colder months of the year. So there's probably a lot of heat inside just because nothing cold can get in there, like the wind can't get in there. So that must mean that the sticks are really, really tight, almost like a wall, right? That must also mean that it protects it from bigger animals that might want to hunt it, right? And so that kind of protects it. Okay, what else? The lodge is also on the water, but it's not floating away, right? So somehow I think that the beaver puts it kind of a little bit on the land to anchor it so it doesn't float away, and then the beaver can stay safe living inside, right? Do you see what I did? I jotted about it, I thought about it, and I'm going to do the third thing. I'm going to write about it. Ready? Here we go. I'm going to try and write some sentences. Here we go. The lodge. Did I think? I'm going to write some of those words down. Is a safe place for the beaver. I'm just going to use the letter B there to live. It is. What did I say? It is strong. I'm going to say does not float away. I'm not even writing all sentences. I'm just writing words. It's got an underground or underwater entrance. And if I didn't know how to spell something, I can just like do my best, right? Or I could just use a few letters if it gets in the way, right? Um, and sticks and rocks are what it's made of. Do you see what I did? I jotted, I thought, and then I wrote. Now I could go back into my book and look for other vocabulary about my topic and start over again and jot and think and write about it. Okay. And I might want to do it with the beaver's lodge, or I might want to do it with another animal. Okay. And this is true when you're thinking about habitats where animals live or anything that you're researching. You can jot about it. Well, first you're going to find the vocabulary, and then you jot about it, think about it, write about it. Okay? And then you go on. Why don't you try that? And I'll see you next time.